What's up? It's Solo back with another video here on the second channel, Solo 2.0. Now today we're going to be talking about March Madness again, my second March Madness video of the year. My last one did pretty good. If you guys didn't see my first bracket, I'm probably going to be dropping like a final bracket, maybe tonight or tomorrow, we'll see. But today we're going to be talking about upset teams. We're going to be talking about sleeper teams, not only upset teams for the first round, but teams that might be able to make a deep run in March Madness this year. So if you guys haven't, make sure to drop a like in this video, subscribe if you guys are new, because I know there's going to be a lot of new people watching this video. But let's get into it. I got a couple teams from each division. So yeah, we'll start in the West. And if you watched my last video, you probably know who I'm going to say first. It's not really a sleeper, but listen, if I'm picking a top seed, like if I'm picking like a 2 through 5, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm saying like they have potential to go like all the way. And that's what I feel with Arkansas. Arkansas is a team with JD Note, the center, Jalen Williams. I just like this team a lot. Trust me, bro. Trust me. And a lot of people have them even losing to Vermont in the first round. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I know Vermont's a solid team, but I think this is the wrong matchup here for Vermont. Vermont's a team that people knew was going to be a low seed, that, you know, they could probably upset a team, but I just don't think this is the right team. I think Arkansas, I've been saying it, a lot of people have UConn winning this too, and then they have UConn beating Arkansas, if not Vermont. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. I think Arkansas at least gets to meet Gonzaga in the Sweet 16, and then that's where things get crazy. I think Arkansas could win that and knock out Gonzaga, the 1 seed. I don't know if I'm going to end up doing that in my final bracket, but my initial bracket, that is what I did. I had Arkansas going all the way to the national championship and losing to, I believe, Arizona. So that's just my take. I know that's a crazy take, but look, in March Madness, stuff gets crazy. You guys don't have to listen to me. That's just the first take that I have. I really like Arkansas. JD Note he's really good. He's really good, and you guys will see. I guess I can't undo these. All right. Now, the second team here is going to be in this game, Alabama versus Rutgers and Notre Dame. Now, obvious, well, it's not obvious, but the sleeper team here is going to be Rutgers or Notre Dame. I think whoever wins that game, which I think is played tomorrow, it depends when you guys are watching this, but I think it's played on Wednesday night. These are two pretty strong teams, and I think they're going to be able to get past Alabama. Alabama has not been playing the best, so I think they'll be able to get through there. Now, this is more of like a first round team. Maybe they get past Texas Tech, but I think Texas Tech probably will beat either of them, but it could be a close game. But yeah, two strong teams. Rutgers has Ron Harper Jr. And again, I don't think I mentioned this in the intro. I'm not a March Madness expert, so I do have some notes that I wrote down when I was, picking out what teams I wanted to talk about. So if that's what you see me looking over at, that's what I'm looking at. Just to make sure that I hit each point that I wanted to talk about. And yeah, Notre Dame, they spread the ball well. These are two solid teams versus an inconsistent Alabama team. I think they move on, but again, it's going to be tough to get past Texas Tech, but I do think that could be a first round upset there. 11 versus a 6. Next up is going to be Davidson. Now, Davidson is a team, this is one of my most confident upsets of the first round. They shoot the ball really well. They have 4 starters that shoot above 40% from 3. That is insane, especially in college. Like in the NBA, that's crazy too. NBA, the percentages are a little bit higher. In college, they miss a lot. It's more fast-paced, and that's just crazy that they have 4 starters that shoot above 40%. That is insane, and I think that alone is scary, and we'll be able to get them past Michigan State. Obviously, if they start missing, that's not going to be good. But based on the percentages, they're not going to miss. So they're going to at least shoot better than probably Michigan State. And then they're probably going to versus Duke. And, I mean, Duke's probably going to win that game, but I think Davidson could give them a run for their money, especially if they're hot in that game. So if you guys want to pick that upset too, you could. I don't think I'm going to, but I'm just saying Davidson probably going to be a first-round upset here against Michigan State, and maybe even they go farther in the tournament. That's a team that I definitely want to watch because they're going to be shooting a lot of threes. Probably going to be very interesting to watch. Now, we're going to go down here to the East, where I, again, have 3 sleeper teams that I want to talk about. Maybe you guys could figure it out, if you're looking at this side. The first one, though, is going to be North Carolina. Now, I know they're an 8 seed, so they're the favorite versus Marquette. But they do have Baycott, the big center, and he's a beast. He can score, he can get rebounds, and I just think it's going to be too much for Marquette. Now, that's not really the main thing. You know, people kind of expect them to win versus Marquette. It's kind of a 50-50 though when it's an 8-9 game. So some people might have Marquette winning, but I have North Carolina. Baylor is going to win that game in versus North Carolina. Baylor, in my opinion, is the weakest one seed in the entire tournament. And again, do not put every single thing that I'm saying, because look, if you have Arkansas beating Gonzaga going all the way, and then you have North Carolina going all the way, like, it's just unlikely. So maybe take one of them. Maybe just, you know what I'm saying? Just hear me out and pick what you like from this video, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Now, honestly, I probably will have Baylor winning this game. I probably will. But North Carolina could win this game. They could. I don't really like Baylor that much. I don't like Baylor that much. North Carolina has Baycott. They have Love. And, I don't know. They're a very good team. I think they lost their last game in the tournament, but they did just beat Duke on Coach K Day, which they beat them by a lot too. So they just beat Duke by a lot. You never know. I don't know. This is going to be a team definitely that I want to watch, see what happens if they do play Baylor here in the second round. It's going to be a good game. This is definitely something to watch. So next team we have is going to be in this game, the 5-12 game. So this sleeper team here is going to be Indiana. They're facing St. Mary's. Obviously, they got to win this first game, but I think they will. I think they play today. But that would be weird if they lost. If they lose, then I don't know. I probably have St. Mary's moving on. But look, and I don't even know if I'm going to pick this upset. I low-key might, but this is one that I'm a little more unsure about. But Indiana, they score really good. Trace Jackson Davis, 18 points per game, 8 rebounds per game. And they just lost to Iowa, which is a really hot team in the Big Ten championship. So Indiana's been playing good. They have the scores. I think they're going to be a team to watch. This could be the 12-5 upset. You know, most brackets need to have at least one 12-5 upset because it usually happens. And I think this might be the one, Indiana over St. Mary's. They would probably go on to play UCLA. This part of the bracket is looking crazy. I probably would have Baylor moving on. And then, shit, if you want to have Indiana win again, they still haven't even won the play-in. Let's assume they do, though. That's a little crazy. You know, they might run out of gas. UCLA might move on. I probably would have UCLA moving on. But Indiana, another team to watch if you guys want to look into them more. One more sleeper in the East. You guys probably know who it is. Actually, probably not. I'm talking about Virginia Tech. They just won the ACC tournament. They beat Notre Dame, UNC, and Duke. Those are three really good teams. So this is a hot team entering the tournament. And this is something that I look at when it comes to playoffs. It doesn't matter the sport. Let me move my mic a little bit. Doesn't matter the sport. If you're getting hot at the right time, that matters a lot. And I think they also got a solid matchup here. I think Virginia Tech's a misseeded team. They probably should be more of a 7 or 8, maybe even a 6. And Texas, not the best 6 seed. So I think Virginia Tech beats them. A lot of people are expecting that, though. So honestly, I wonder what the spread is on this game or whatever, because I've seen a lot of people have Virginia Tech winning this game. They have Aluma, scores 16 points per game. And I think I hit on all the points that I wanted to speak on. Then they're going to run into Purdue with Jaden Ivey. And this is going to be another really close game. I don't know which way I'm going in this game yet. Virginia Tech's definitely going to play them close. This is going to be very interesting here. This is tough. I probably go Purdue, but if you guys want to go Virginia Tech, keep in mind it's a red hot team. Could definitely beat Purdue. I think they'd probably lose to Kentucky though. Kentucky would probably take them out, you know. And then Murray State is a team that a lot of people are talking about as a sleeper. They're on a 20-game win streak, 20 games in a row. But keep in mind, they're not really playing the best competition, but they do put up numbers. But it's not really the best competition. So when they're getting in the tournament, they're versus Kentucky. I think they're probably going to lose right there. And then, like I said, I think Kentucky probably takes out Virginia Tech. And then, honestly, Baylor probably gets past Indiana. And we do end up with a 1-2. But if you want to go North Carolina, you could do that. North Carolina, Kentucky, I can see that happening too. Next up, let's go to the South. Which, let me just make sure. Okay. So, yeah, the South is the most chalky region for me. You know, probably go like this. I like Colorado State, Tennessee, and then Villanova. Now, this is where my sleeper is, which is going to be Loyola Chicago. They're versing Ohio State with EJ Liddell. who is a beast. But the thing is with Ohio State, I think they have 2 players that are up in the air to play. They're injuries or suspensions or something. And Ohio State is just not looking good right now. And let me see what else I wrote. Make sure I had each point. Yeah, the starter's going to be out. Loyola Chicago is amazing defensively too. They're really good defensively. And Ohio State just lost 4 out of their last 5 games. So it's just not looking good. They could win this game. I'm not feeling too confident about this. I probably will pick this upset in my actual bracket. Just because Ohio State's so weak right now. And then, if you guys want to put them past Villanova, you could. Villanova's a really experienced team, though, so I don't know if I'm going to do that. But definitely something you guys can consider if you guys want to put them past Villanova. Not sure how I feel about that right now. Again, I'm probably just going to drop a final bracket video either tonight or tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Sub up again, put on my noties. But Loyola Chicago, that's a team to watch. All right, last section here. Last division. I got 3 sleeper teams. And it's not Kansas. I think I have San Diego State winning this game. It's not that game either. This game right here. You guys probably already know who I'm going to talk about. Iowa. Now, they're a 5 seed, so they're a favorite to win in this game, right? Favorite. Thing about Iowa, though, is I think they're misseeded. I think Iowa probably should have been more like a 3 seed. They should have, maybe even a 2 seed. They're one of the hottest teams in the entire country now. Yeah, I wrote down misseeded. 2nd best offense in the nation behind Gonzaga. Just won the Big Ten tournament. Beat Rutgers, Indiana, and Purdue. They have a lottery pick. I think he's projected to go 5th. Keegan Murray, who averages 24 points per game, 9 rebounds. His twin brother, Chris, on the team too. Also really good. And it's just a fast-paced team. Shoots a lot of threes. This probably is not the first March Madness video that you guys have been watching. And you probably have already heard about Iowa. So I feel like I don't really got to talk much about them. But I do have them going far. And they'll probably run into Kansas. And shit, I haven't decided which way I want to go with this game. Definitely going to still have to research this more. But Iowa will definitely, in my opinion, I'm not going to say definitely because anything can happen. But they have a really good shot to make it to the Sweet 16. And to be honest, I think it's going to be pretty easy because my next sleeper team is South Dakota State. But keep in mind, this is a 13 seed. It's not a team that I'm expecting to go to the Final Four. You know what I'm saying? I'm not expecting them to go far, but I think they could upset Providence here in the first round. Yeah, I wrote down they're like a mini sleeper because they run into Iowa, and Iowa's probably just going to steamroll them. But something you got to keep in mind is that South Dakota State, they didn't play the best competition this year. They're a smaller college, you know what I'm saying? But they score a lot. Let me see if I can click this. Yeah, they average 87 points per game. 30-4. Not against the best competition, though. And what else? Let's see. Yeah, they're versing an inconsistent Providence team that just lost to Creighton by 30, I believe, in their last game, and lost to Villanova twice in the past month. Keep in mind, Providence is versing way better competition. They are 4-2 against the top 25. I don't know if I'm going to pick this upset, but it's something definitely you guys can consider. I might go with Providence, but again, this is something definitely to consider if you guys feel strongly about South Dakota State. All right, now I have one last sleeper team. I'll let you guys try to guess. But this is going to be Iowa State. Iowa State is a solid team. They're versing LSU. I think this is probably one of the best matchups they could have got. LSU is a 6 seed. Very inexperienced team, very turnover-prone team. And Iowa State's played a lot of top teams close. They've played a lot of top teams close. They just lost by, I think, 7 to Baylor. And I will probably be picking this upset in my actual bracket. Don't really like LSU a lot. Don't think they have potential really to go far in the tournament. And they're probably going to run into Wisconsin. Colgate's an interesting pick here if you guys want to pick a 14 versus 3. I don't think Colgate's that strong, though. But I also don't think Wisconsin's that strong for a 3 seed. So I think Wisconsin does get out. And then, Iowa State could probably beat Wisconsin. Wisconsin is not that strong. Will I end up picking that? I don't know yet. And again, this is not my bracket over here, by the way. This is not what I'm going to be doing. This is just for this sleepers type video. You feel me? Because this is looking crazy. 8 versus 12, 11 versus... it's looking crazy over here. But I just feel like Wisconsin low-key got blessed with the drawing of their bracket because I don't think they're that strong. And they could definitely get upset, but I just don't know if I see it happening with any of these teams in this area. I think they probably run into like Auburn here and just get like, they probably lose by like 15 to Auburn. That's my prediction. Not sure. I feel really good about Auburn though. But yeah, those are my sleeper teams. Again, I'll probably drop a final bracket prediction tomorrow, most likely. Maybe tonight. Probably tomorrow though. So stay tuned for that. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.